I'm going to show you a very simple strategy that you can use on Us30. This is how I was able to get funded by FTMO and also recently now Nova Funding. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm able to do this. Make sure you guys watch it all the way through so you could find out how to get half off on these amazing trading tools. Stick around and let's dive into it. For starters, I'm going to show you the trade that I sent out in the private Discord of PropFirm Algo. This was March 25th. I sent out US trade idea long, have my alert set for the D entry line colored gold dotted line. You can see right here, this is where I drew up the lines. I sent it out to the chat and we're going to look at where US30 is today. Here's the aftermath of the trade idea that I sent out, and it played out to the T, came down to the institutional entry line and bounced right off of that zone and TP at the previous high. Pretty simple setup. Now we're going to go into depth on how you can find these setups and what is it that's happening behind the scenes of this algorithm. So starting off with the naked chart, let's say you do not have PropFirm Algo and you're depending on your own analysis to find these entries. So for starters, we're going to find the impulse leg, which is basically a candle that sets a new direction. You could tell that this candle right here had an impulse to a new direction after this consolidation. So that is where we're going to want to draw the beginning of our Fibonacci tool. Using the Fibonacci sequence, we could go ahead and use those values to find psychological areas to enter the market and define our entry, stop loss, and take profit. We have various different entries that we can find right here. And for this example, we're going to use the 78.6 for the entry and put our stop loss right behind the 113% with a TP at the previous high. This is a basic Fibonacci strategy that is very profitable that not a lot of traders use. And you're going to see that it works every single where that I put the fib. So again, right here, hitting the entry, going down to TP at the 1% level. And there you have it. That's another entry. You can't put your stop loss anywhere behind these zones. And by finding another impulse leg right here, this one started a new direction and we're placing it at the wick. Again, hitting any one of these entries and then TP at the previous low. Our stop loss right behind this Fibonacci area. Again, another solid entry. So instead of trying to find these levels yourself, opening a window for human error, we have PropFirm Algo, which has encoded this within their algorithm, giving you buy and sell signals. So that's why there was a buy entry right here, which I again sent out inside of the Forex chat. And again is the reason why I sent out the trade idea for everyone to look out for to enter long on Us30, which you can see played out exactly to the T. And just from that move here, we're looking at 5,000 points or 521 pips. Absolutely amazing. And with scrolling back, you could see these entries are being provided based on a trend. So you're not going to get a sell signal in the middle of a bullish trend like you will get in all these other BS indicators that you find online that are, in my opinion, a complete waste of time. This actually has deep logic within its code, and it actually provides you a better chance to find good entries while at the same time using their risk manager, which also allows you to handle and mitigate risk, which is extremely important to have longevity in trading. In order to make it in this game, you need to understand how to stay in the game, and to stay in the game, it's only with risk management. But we'll save that risk management topic for another video. We're just going to go over the Us30 strategy. So now we're looking at the 5-minute, and again, it's step by step in the rule book, and it's exactly what I was saying on the higher time frame. Let's just go ahead and use this for an example. Here we're going to put the Fibonacci at the impulse leg right to here, and you can see that these entries are lining up exactly to the Fibonacci levels. This price action indicator is going to allow you to understand when to enter and also provide you the buy and sell signals based on price action. The exact same setup is going to happen on every single time frame, and that's what I love about this tool. If we look at, let's say, this impulse leg, taking it all the way to the rejection, you could see the entries came right down to the institutional entry lines and then blast off to the upside. So if you're wondering, but why wasn't there a signal there if it came to the entry? Well, that is because of the settings that I have, and in these settings it is very straightforward. I only have the option to remove or add the amount of signals based on the main count A and B and the main count C and D. These are the different institutional entry lines. You basically have 4 different entries, and by placing one, I'm telling the algorithm to give me 1 entry per retest every time price touches those institutional entry lines. with this bullish trend here, you could see that it started at this reversal. That's when the trend started, and then a possible reversal right here. So we're only going to get one signal in this confirmed trend. But notice if I add more entries to the main count and taking these numbers from 1 to 5, now I'm getting those entries that I want. But you have to be careful when looking at the smaller time frame, because if you have a higher main count, it's going to give you more signals, which may result to having signals at the very end of the trend when it's dying out right before there's a possible new direction within the market. You also have this top-down analysis feature where you could turn on multiple support and resistance while looking at a smaller time frame. So for example, I have the daily support and resistance, the 4-hour support and resistance, and the 1-hour support and resistance, all while looking at the 5-minute time frame. Extremely helpful. Example, you don't really want to take buy signals at the very top of the daily, because as we all know, when price was at 72,000 a BTC, taking buys at the very top where there's previous rejection is just not a good idea while trading. So understanding that is extremely helpful. And now we're just going to go to the 1-minute time frame to show you. You could even use this on the 1-minute time frame while trading US30. And again, we're going to go ahead and use this fib, take the 0 line right where we can find the rejection. And again, it's smacking these entries perfectly and coming down to the previous low for a take profit. This is actually doing the imbalances, the break of structure, the chalk, all within the algorithm and just giving you signals. So entry at the institutional entry line, down at the low, that is 45 pips. Again here, price coming to the institutional entry line right at the cloud, a drawdown of only 8 pips for a take profit at the previous low of 29 pips. The strategy that I use a lot is entering and exiting at a very fast rate. So I'm actually doing almost high frequency trading, but as a manual trader. That's giving me my edge, where I could then enter at the institutional entry lines and then just exit at the previous low, in and out of the market. And that's how I was able to pass these challenges, get funded, and be a full-time Forex day trader. I also go live with the community and I show these setups live via Zoom. So if you want to join the lives and be a part of the PropFirm Algo VIP community, you can. I have a discount for you guys right at the description, and it's going to be available for 5 people. So for the first 5 people that use this discount, they're going to get half off on the lifetime membership and be able to join live Zoom calls, plus get access to the MT5 update. Well, that's all for now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions in regard to this strategy or any questions in general, please drop them in the comments and I'll love to get back to you and help you on your journey to becoming a profitable Forex trader. And last thing before you go, please like and subscribe. It really does help the channel. I provide this free value for you guys. Hitting that like button is free and it really does support me to continue to bring these videos to you guys on YouTube. All right, Enochian is out. Algo Bros, PropFirm Algo for the win. Let's go.